Congratulations, you found your dream home, you've submitted an offer, and your offer has been accepted. This is fantastic news. Now, here are 10 things not to do once your offer has been accepted. Number 1, be sure to talk to your real estate agent before you give the 30-day notice on your rental unit. There are a couple negotiation periods in the home buying journey, and you want to make sure that you have a backup plan in case something happens and your deal falls through. So if you can, wait until you're clear to close before giving your 30-day notice. Number 2, don't accept any large financial gifts. All funds in the home buying process must be verified, and you want to make sure that you check with your lender before you accept any large gifts. Number 3, don't co-sign any loans. It's important that your credit score stays the same as when you first applied for your loan. So you don't want any changes and any surprising at closing. Don't co-sign any loans. Number 4, don't buy a car. I can't tell you how many people get excited about buying a home and then turn around and go out and buy a car before closing. This is a big no-no. You need to keep your debt to earning ratio the same and your credit score the same as when you initially applied for your home loan. So this is number 4, don't buy a car. Number 5, don't go buy new furniture and appliances that you have to open lines of credit on. Number 6, don't spend your closing money. By now you've probably put back money for closing costs, and that's fantastic, but don't spend that money. I always say it's better to have too much money at closing than not enough. So make sure you really guard your nest egg that you put aside for closing costs. Number 7, don't change your employment status. Now is not the time to look for a new job. Now is even not the time to accept a raise. If you are using some federal programs for home buying assistance, sometimes there's actually an income cap, and you could actually knock yourself out of that cap by accepting a raise. So just keep everything the same until you get to closing. Then go back, accept the new job, look for a new job, buy a car, buy some furniture, whatever floats your boat. But at this point, just keep everything consistent. Number 8, don't hesitate to contact your real estate agent or your lender at any time. It doesn't matter if you have to call them daily. That's okay. They work for you. Don't hesitate to call them if you have any questions. Number 9, don't run up credit card balances. Number 10, I know this sounds ridiculous, but I'm going to say it. Don't forget to pay your bills. You don't want any changes to your credit report. I know I said 10 things, but I've got a bonus, number 11. Number 11, probably the most important thing. Don't wire money to anyone unless you've talked to your lender or your real estate agent beforehand. Cybercrime is at an all-time high, and you're vulnerable during this period. So make sure you don't wire money to anyone unless you've asked and talked to your lender or your real estate agent. Typically, the only people you should be sending money to are the title company for their earnest money deposit and for your closing funds. So just be real mindful of that. Don't send money to anybody unless you ask first. The bottom line is this: don't make any sudden moves. No, seriously, this is a very exciting time, and it's only natural to want to go buy new curtains and buy a new refrigerator and get a new sofa, and because you're starting your new life and your new home, and it's just so wonderful and exciting. But at this point, just resist the urge to do those things. You want your credit score to be the same right before closing as it was when you applied for the loan. You want your debt to income ratio to be the same. You just need to have everything the same as when you started this process. And then the day after closing, have at it. It's all yours. But until then, just be smart, be conservative with your money, and ask your real estate agent or lender before you make any sudden moves. And also, congratulations.